record.
Oh, hey, buddy. What's
Hey.
up?
Oh, and it even switched the screen.
Do you like Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Pabst Blue Ribbon. Oh, the shirt. It's they totally, this bar in Kentucky totally just jacked their logo and printed their name, the bar's name on it.
What was it like at this bar in Kentucky? Were there any people from the hills? Any of them named Billy?
Playing from admin's MacBook Pro.
The hell?
Oh shit, dude. The computer knows, dude. It's coming after
Alexa,
us. What
Alexa wants to be a part of this.
I'm scared now, dude.
Ooh.
What's going on over there, man? You still alive?
Yeah, dude. I just got my schedule update today. So since this started, my boss has been like we have like a scheduling app.
Mm-hmm.
You can like chat and everything on there. So
It's
she
2020, dude. Everyone has scheduling apps.
You know how many people I know don't even know what that is? Like people who work in the
businesses
industry.
are owned by like old people who don't know how to use that shit. But like any big corporations, they all have that shit.
That's true.
Oh shit! This is gonna be really bad if we're not cutting this up. But I have to go get my vape and a drink. So whatever. Talks amongst yourselves.
No, it's fine.
Oh shit! My vape's right here, so we're good. Hey, do you like my sweatshirt, dude? I just wanted you to see all my cool spirit right here, bro.
Oh, nice.
It's the only piece of fucking clothing that I own from this school, and I only bought it because they had a sale last 2 summers ago, and it was $15 marked down from like $65. And I was like, well, you can't beat that deal. Like, that's too good of a deal to pass up.
Yeah. I've never owned school clothing, but I would probably buy that.
Actually, now that I'm up here, I really want to get a Chafee fucking sweatshirt. Or like, I've been wanting a Chafee sweatshirt for a while. Just because like now that like when you're out of there, it's funny.
Yeah.
When you're there, it's kind of sad to have a Chafee shirt. But once you've gotten out of there, man, once you've done your time and you're done with community college,
it's like wearing a band shirt to the show, like of that band, as opposed to not doing that. Where, you know.
I hate when people do that. When I went to, well, you were there too. That year we went to Coachella. Remember when we were just hanging out with the flowers in our hair?
Oh yeah.
No, but that year that I went to Coachella, when I saw you there, it really pissed me off how many people I saw with like band shirts from the bands that were there.
Because they bought it there. You know?
Yeah. That was even the worst. Like the brand new ones.
Yeah.
Like, really, dude, you just spent like $60 on a band t-shirt.
Yeah.
To wear here and then get puke all over it because you're going to get drunk and be on Molly and shit. Like, really?
I was told to take no less than $400. And I was like,
Coachella?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't have $400 to take to Coachella. So
I got, dude, I spent like $100 that whole weekend.
Yeah, I was frugal as hell.
No, because I got the tickets from my uncle. My uncle knows the original founders of Coachella, of Golden Voice. Before they sold it to whoever owns it now, some big conglomerate owns it. But he was like one of the original he owns like the Glass House and the fucking Fox.
Oh yeah,
he owns like most of like downtown fucking.
Harry or Ed? I can't remember one of those names.
No, it's
not Perry, right?
It's Perry. It's Perry. It's Perry.
Is it Perry?
That's his name. Yeah, it's Perry.
I used to see him at a Saragami all the time.
Yeah, because my uncle had a furniture factory for like 20 years in downtown Pomona, and
Mhm.
Perry has a steel workshop like on the same street
Mhm.
where I don't think I think it was just like fucking some Ron Swanson shit where he just, you know, went in there and fucked around with shit. Like he didn't, I don't think he was doing it for like money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I
Yeah.
think it was just he owned that fucking thing and he would go in there and fuck around with, I don't know. But so they were like, they were cool. They were like for a long time. And then Coachella started getting bigger and bigger. And
Mhm.
at first my uncle didn't want fucking tickets, he didn't really care. And then now he gets like, dude, he gets like, my uncle gets like 20 tickets a year.
Holy shit.
Like VIP tickets.
Yeah,
Like
he
he
could take a
takes
party with
my
them.
little cousin, my two little cousins, one's 20 now, and the other one's like 17 or 18,
Mhm.
and both of them have probably gone to Coachella over 6 times with all their
Damn.
friends, like since they were like in junior high.
Mhm.
Him, my uncle and his wife would just take like all the kids. I'm like, dude, wasting tickets. So then that year that I went, my uncle's friend was supposed to go with them. My uncle was supposed to go with his friend, his friend's wife, and then his wife was going to go, but then they all fucking bailed. So he brought me and my brother instead. We got like lucky, dude. We got like we got a free room. We got like, you know, in the VIP sections, we got like, we just had to basically pay for drinks and like bullshit food. But you know, when you're like out there fucking partying, you don't care about food. Like, you know, like I
No, I was like
literally didn't
suddenly
eat all
hungry when
day.
I got there.
Yeah, I literally didn't eat all day while I was there, and I would just go eat like, I think we ate like the first day we went back and ate Albertsons fried chicken. Like I walked over to Albertsons and got fried chicken.
I always forget that's a thing.
Fried chicken? How?
No, at stores, at grocery stores. Like I've been going to Vaughn's for sandwiches lately because they're so well weeks ago, but like um they're so good. Like they make really good sandwiches. They cost as much as Subway, if not a little bit cheaper.
And it's
And
fresher. Do they use that fucking like boarhead shit?
yeah, yeah,
Love that stuff.
yeah. They use the good stuff, and they have a bunch of good salads too. I didn't know what a Waldorf salad was, but it's like cream with like a fruit mix, like fresh fruit mix. It's like chopped apples
A Waldorf salad?
and like walnuts or something. No, not walnuts. Some kind of shaved almonds. Yeah, a
Wait,
Waldorf
what's in it?
salad. Shaved almonds. You know how they're
No, but what
like
else?
apples, like really crispy apples. And some other stuff. Celery's in it for some reason, and it goes good. Just it's really crunchy.
Like named after like the Waldorf Hotel?
Maybe,
Oh shit.
or maybe that's just like a bougie old name everybody wants to,
What was it? Did you ever see that Curb Your Enthusiasm where the guy like Larry goes to a restaurant with his wife and friends, and he orders a Cobb salad, but he like starts making different like substitutions on it. He's like, oh,
oh yeah.
take out the egg and don't bring this. And the guy gets all pissed. He's like, what's his problem? He's like, his grandfather invented the Cobb salad.
And he was offended
And he
on
got all
behalf of
pissed
his
off that
grandfather.
that he fucking was messing with it.
Yeah, he's like, sounds like you don't want a Cobb salad. The egg is the whole thing.
That's probably the guy who invented the fucking Waldorf salad's grandson does.
And they don't always have it, but then they have ambrosia too. I remember my grandma, my aunt used to make ambrosia salad.
Dude, like I want to say Easter. Like every
Yeah,
Easter,
Easter
yeah,
and Thanksgiving.
yeah. That shit's good. Are you drinking wine? You're a fancy bitch, dude. What's over there?
You didn't see me open the bottle?
No, I don't pay attention.
Apparently not. It took me a while. I was just kind of sitting here doing it.
I've actually really thought about like stopping vaping because, like, you know, there's like a respiratory problem going on. But
A respiratory problem.
it's just a little problem.
Yeah, so if you catch it, it's going to be
Way worse.
yeah.
But
Apparently, it's pretty brutal.
I can't not be high during all this fucking nonsense. Like, you want me to be quarantined in my house sober? Like, I don't know, man.
Oh, I got a bottle of wine for this
They should
very
like,
reason.
yeah, like I understand that everyone needs money right now, but maybe they should also be sending out some like drugs for everyone.
Well, did you see that in LA they consider dispensaries an essential business?
Glad it is.
Yeah.
What's like in Rancho and San Bernardino County? What is the status? Like, what do you guys have to do?
Takeout only. It's still takeout only, and like drive-throughs. Basically, don't congregate anywhere. Um, we can go on hikes. They were encouraging people to go on hikes and like walking around. Like you can still leave your house, just practice social distancing. So I tried to go hiking yesterday, and I went to like 3 or 4 different spots, and they were all crowded. Now everybody wants to hike because cabin fever is just terrifying. And yeah, that's where we're at.
I saw this guy talking online. He was saying that this is like going to be like the first round of like several of these that we're going to have to do until the fucking vaccines are like been tested.
Yeah.
And like the vaccine, they're saying 13 months they have to look at it before they could give it to the public, and that doesn't include making it or like producing all the fucking.
I thought they were already onto something.
Yeah, but you can't just start giving it to people. Yeah, they have to do human trials for a year.
Well, yeah. But
so
I thought they were like already kind of like a little bit into that already. When did they announce that they had something viable?
like a month, like not even like within the month. Like once it started jumping over. So yeah, it's a long time, dude. And they're saying that it's gonna go like it's probably gonna go down. It's gonna look like we beat it or whatever, but we're probably gonna have to do it again like in the fall.
Wow.
Which for me, like I'm like, how much longer should I fucking stay up here in San Jose if that's gonna be the situation? Because it's like if they're gonna put everything, because right now my classes are all online. They've been doing that everywhere.
Yeah.
To the end of the year. And then they're saying probably summer school too. So it's like, okay, well.
So there's no reason to be up there.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I don't know. And then if if you have to do another quarantine in the fall, that's going to be the fall semester too. So much.
Well, I mean, you'd save money, right? But on rent out there. Do you have a roommate? Yeah. Or are you on your own now?
I didn't tell you I live in a dorm, dude.
Oh, did you tell me that? Oh,
maybe. I was looking for an apartment or a room to rent, and I couldn't fucking find one that was close enough. Like I was taking too long because I couldn't find one that I wanted exactly.
Yeah.
And then it started like the day started to creep up, and then I got emailed. They're like, "Hey man, we got a fucking dorm room if you want it," because it's a single like studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have 2 weeks till before I have to move up there. I might as well just do it. So it's chill. It's just weird right now because fucking no one's here. Like this place, like 2-3 weeks ago, was packed to the fucking bones, and now there's like no one, dude.
Oh, everybody went home.
Yeah, but like I'm not gonna go home. I already paid for this fucking place. Like fuck you guys, because like people are asking about refunds or we don't know about refunds yet. So I was like, unless you're gonna tell me that you're gonna pay me back for all the months I'm not gonna be here, I'm gonna stay here. Fuck you guys. Yeah. And plus, I bought a fucking food plan, and they still have the cafeteria open. That's like essential fucking things. But you're not allowed to like you just go there and pick up food and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like here's your food, get out. Don't stay here. Don't look at me. But yeah. Why go home? I'm just like I'm probably
you'd be stuck in the house anyway. It's not like we could go grab coffee,
Exactly.
There was an article saying that like it's really sucks, but don't even go see your friends because Just the risk is too high.
Yeah. I was just texting my sister. I was like, have you talked? I asked her if she talked to our aunt, my great aunt. She's like, 75, 80? I don't know. No, she's not 80 yet. She would get mad if she heard me say she was 80. She's like mid-70s. But I was like, I told my sister, I was like, go, just call her, check on her, see if she needs anything. Take some stuff over there, but don't go inside. Just like leave it on the porch.
Yeah.
Well, she can get it from the porch. But yeah, she's.
Yeah, wash your hands before. Wash whatever you're taking, to her.
Wipe everything down.
Yeah. There was a run on baby wipes too for that very reason, and mothers everywhere were like, "What the fuck? You're taking our stuff. We need that." It's crazy, man. People. Oh yeah. So Vaughn's is there's never a line to get in, but everything's gone. And yesterday was the first day I've been there since this started, that it wasn't packed. And but there was still stuff.
And that's that's not even good.
No, because they're not replenishing everything fast enough.
No, not even that. Social distance.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went to so when did Newsom go on TV and say all that shit? Was last Thursday? Shit, dude, it's just barely been a week.
It's only been a week. It feels like a long time. If you told me it was, 2 or 3, I'd be like, okay, yeah, feels like that.
Yeah,
I feel like I haven't worked in 2 weeks.
For the Bay Area, they shut us all down. I think he said last Wednesday. Told everyone.
Yeah, that's right. And that's a stay in order, right?
Yeah. Well, now they're doing the same thing in LA County.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for the essentials. Yeah. Groceries, a doctor. Yeah.
But so I went to the market that day. And it was a fucking madhouse, dude. And I didn't think about it until after I left. I was like, fuck, dude. Like every single person in that line every single person in that place was standing super close in line. I didn't even think about it until afterwards.
Huh.
Yeah. Probably not good.
What is it? Yeah, Ralph's was around the corner. Everything was around the corner. Fuck. Everything but Vaughn's.
There has to be they're gonna have to set something up. It might be too late now, but if they do have to do a second round of shit later on, they're gonna have to set something up so people aren't freaking out like this. Like they did during, you ever heard what they did during the 70s with when they had the oil shortage? There would be only certain days you can go to the market depending on this and that, or not to the market, to the gas station depending on something with your license plate number.
Yeah, like the last number of your license plate.
Like odds went on one day and evens went on another, or some shit like that.
Right.
But they're gonna have to do something like that. They're gonna have to stop people.
Yeah, if people don't stop hoarding shit.
Yeah, people are stupid.
And hoarding dumb shit. I'm so sick of this toilet paper.
Bought huge things of fucking toilet paper.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks. What do you? I'm down. I have a roll and a half right now. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna start throwing away T-shirts and shit.
I saw someone someone posted a picture of their a little basket full of socks, and it was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't throw away all these mismatches. God, it's gonna get crazy, dude. I had 3 when I realized I had 3 left. 4, 3.5 left when when it became apparent that all toilet paper is gone. I went to the store and it was actually gone. But the time just before that, a day or 2, there was still a decent amount up there. Paper towels too. So I realized, oh shit, I only have 3.5 left. And I eventually went to a 99-cent store and got 4. And everybody was clamoring for them. It was crazy. I was like, why are you people grabbing this? I need this. I got 3 left.
3? Dog, how fucking many times a day are you shitting, bro?
Now It doesn't.
Oh,
Well, okay.
how much toilet paper are you using per shit? Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it makes
You're
you
getting
think
scared
about it.
with
Like,
three rolls?
yeah, I was like, wait, how much do I waste? You know, like how much do I actually need when I was in a world where toilet paper was abundant, and I can get it whenever I want in different levels.
This
But
is
now I
just the
started like,
beginning.
yeah, apparently, dude.
You
Because
see
now I've got
Walking Dead,
7,
babe,
and I'm like, I
none of
think
them
I'll
have
be
toilet
okay.
paper. You're just gonna have to start putting fucking dirt in your butt,
Oh my
like when you
god,
go camping.
dirt in your butt?
Yeah, just a little dirt in your butt.
What the fuck does? What?
Oh, you don't know about?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Are you making this up?
Yeah, I was, I don't want you to know that I threw dirt in my butt, but now I guess the cat's out of the bag.
I just don't know what that means.
Fucking A, dude. You been watching anything good? I kind of fell behind on fucking Picard. It's just kind of boring, dude.
It's
kinda
really slow. I've got my complaints about it.
like even the episode when they brought back Riker, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then like, I don't know, Riker's just making pizza and hanging out. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
and then like,
And he had a shield around his house.
yeah, he's all over there like a fucking doomsday prepper. Like,
Yeah. Well, he knows what's out there. He's like,
what's his wife's name? The chick that
Troy.
reads minds.
Deanna Troy.
Deanna Troy. Okay. One of the movies, right? She hooks up with Worf.
No, toward the end of Next Generation.
Okay. I know I've seen an episode where or something where that's happened. So, but then I guess she gets back with Riker later on.
Yeah, it just kind of happened in between.
It was just a little
in between the
Klingon
series
thing.
and the movies.
Not Klingon. No, he's Klingon, right?
Yeah, she's a Betazoid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll definitely finish it, but it's like it's getting to the same place where I kind of got with Discovery, where I'm just kind of like, I enjoy it, but I'm not like, oh, let's fucking watch this. I need to watch this. I need to see what happens next. And then once a few episodes start fucking like piling up, then I'm just like, I might as well just wait until the whole season so I can just power through the rest of them. I don't have to wait week by week. And then here I am 3 years later and I haven't finished Discovery, I haven't finished season 1 Discovery.
Oh, not even season 1, huh? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. When do they start? When do they get to the
It picks
Terra
up.
Empire or whatever? When did that whole shit start? That's season 1 still, right?
That's the end of season 1.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at the very least the beginning of season 2. No, I think it's the last episode of season 1. I think that's when it
Okay, I think that's why I
they're
stopped.
in the mirror universe.
Yeah.
It's really it really picks up because the mirror universe, if you watched which you haven't, you have to watch the other series. Because if you have, they all have a mirror universe episode. And Enterprise was really good at it too.
Is that where you get like fucking Spock with the goatee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Kirk is like just more apparent about his, womanizing and aggression.
Does Kirk,
like he fights people.
Have a goatee as well? Do they all have goatees?
I don't think he has a goatee. I think he has like chops or something. Not chops. Little sideburns. I think it's something like that. And he's just more like, extroverted and aggressive.
All right. He's like Don Draper, right? More out there grabbing asses. Hey, toots.
And like killing. Give me a copy of the Wall Street Journal.
Why don't people call women toots anymore?
I wonder what that was ever short for.
Tootsie Pop?
Tootsie Pop. Our first date at the Tootsie Pop.
Because they're like candy? I don't know, dude.
What do you
Tootsie
say?
Pops were around in like the fucking 50s, right? I feel like
that's World War II candy for sure.
I feel like that commercial with the owl is like from the fucking 50s.
70s probably.
Mr. Owl.
Yeah. I've seen somebody like critiques of that on YouTube.
They really got their fucking money's worth out of that commercial.
Oh,
Like,
seriously?
they used it for like the last 50 years.
Mhm.
No other commercial I think is still on that was on 50 years ago.
Yeah, I saw it maybe 5 years ago on
Yeah,
TV.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And Tootsie Pops, like, who's buying Tootsie Pops? Like, I like a Tootsie Pop. Like, if there's like a fucking basket of candy right there and there's one, I'll grab one. But I've never gone to the store and be like, shit, I need to buy new one of these.
Yeah. You may be
As in,
like 2 a year, you know, if that.
Yeah, that used to be like those, those when you're a kid and you fucking at Halloween and you have like at the end of your bag of Halloween candy. And for me at least, it was usually always like you eat all the name brand good shit first.
Yeah.
And then it would be like all the Tootsie Rolls and Tootsie Pops at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the dots. But those would be the things you would get like the most of. So like you would eat that lot like for more time.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I got a lot of like Whoppers too, and I didn't like Whoppers. Yeah.
That fucking crunch.
I tried to like them
when you bite into them.
Yeah.
Fucking gives me like chills in my back. I don't like it.
That
like,
taste, that like explosion of flavor when you
malts,
bite into it.
I don't like that shit. Like,
yeah.
That's a boomer candy, dude. Get out of here with that shit. That's back when like they used to just like they just got done, chewing bark for 3-4 years during the Depression. Not 3 or 4 years, 10 years during the Depression. So like, here's something that's chocolate over it that's gross, but it still has chocolate, so you're gonna love it.
But chocolate's really expensive at this point in time, so we only give you a little layer over this weird shit. Ugh. Whoppers, Almond Joys, I hated those. I didn't really get those though.
Yeah, I'm not like, I'm indifferent to those. Like, I don't really care. I don't dislike fucking coconut, but I don't really like it,
Yeah,
so it's the same thing.
I can't stand it. I'll drink coconut water, because it doesn't taste like coconut. It tastes like something else. I don't know what. Have you
had those fucking coconut candies that they have in like Mexican like the Mexican candy, the coconut one?
No.
That shit's pretty good. It's literally just like coconut fucking scrapings, kind of just cooked together. I don't know, deep fried maybe.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Usually, they sell them at like what are the fucking bakeries called? Pandora's?
Panaderias?
Panterias?
Santerias?
Dude, we are the worst. Like, if our ancestors could see this now.
Dude, if my mom, she's like to this day, she's like, I kick myself every day for not teaching you guys Spanish.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know. I really feel like I've never really looked into it a lot. Actually, this was going to be a topic that I was thinking about researching for a class I'm taking right now, taking a California history class. But like, I feel like during the 70s, there was like a real push for like Chicanos to kind of separate themselves from regular or like
from like the rest of society,
Hispanic, like established Hispanics, so not just Chicanos, but like established Hispanics in America, were trying to difference themselves from freshly people coming over, so there was, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but because it's weird, dude. There's like Southern California has the largest fucking population of Mexicans outside of Mexico, but like a lot of these motherfuckers, fifth generation, don't know Spanish for shit. I mean, I don't like your mom's like from Chile, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know why she didn't teach you Spanish.
They assimilated quickly. Like they came here in the early 70s, and no ESL courses at the time. My mom had to she was just forced to learn in classrooms that did not speak Spanish.
Yeah, my grandma said she learned from watching fucking TV.
Hmm.
She said she would just come home but she went to a Catholic school, I think. So like, I don't know what that even means. Maybe they had some like
I'm sure
Mexican
they had
nuns
some
there.
kind of system. Yeah. They had a,
Some
yeah.
Spanish nuns in there.
You want to cover all your bases where you are. You know, you don't want to exclude anybody. You need those tithings. So,
Dude, exactly right. They're just like try to get it. So like I had to read this book
it's a
about
numbers game.
I had to read this book about um Canadian Jesuit fucking
Missionaries?
missionaries during
Uh-huh.
the fucking like 1600s, like the first ones that were first coming over, like right after France kind of established something in Canada. They're the first ones to come over, and they're just talking about how like because all these motherfuckers are dying. They're bringing disease over, and they're just killing all these fucking Indians. You know, all these
Yeah.
natives are just dying everywhere. And the priests are writing in their fucking journals about how they're secretly baptizing all these people before they die
Uh-huh.
to make sure that not only to make sure that they get into heaven or whatever, but to like and they're to bolster their fucking their numbers, like their conversion numbers.
Yeah.
So they're sending back these fucking numbers back to France and back to the Vatican with like huge like you know hugely converted fucking conversion numbers because or usually adopted conversion numbers because I don't know.
It's fucked up.
Jesus.
It's boosting their numbers. It's what do you remember that dude who was on Rogan? He was talking it must have been what's his name? Jack Dempsey, the Twitter guy. He was talking about
like, the CEO of Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah. He was talking about how websites will buy clicks and attention from other blogs or websites that got more attention. Like they'll it's so weird. Like they just like mine clicks in really like clandestine ways. And that's how they do well. And they bolster their numbers even though it's not like organic viewers or readers or whatever.
Well, you remember when they had that like purge on fucking I think it was Instagram a couple of years ago when they deleted all the bot the bots that were paid for by the bots that were bought. Like all the bot accounts on Instagram, and like people like lost a shit ton, like a lot of fucking like influencers lost like a shit ton of fucking followers because it was just bullshit.
Yeah. A bunch of my followers on Instagram are like they're like artist like feature pages where they just like go through the stream and find artists they like and repost their stuff. Yeah, and like what is that about? I'm like, what are you getting out of this? Is this just a hobby? You just want to see stuff and you post it, or like are you making money at this?
Then you can start making money.
Yeah, but
and
they're bots.
I follow like 3 or 4 because I was such a fucking dork. I follow like 3 or 4 Simpsons accounts that just post fucking Simpsons memes, Simpsons like little videos, and like all this different shit. Every single one of them has links to like merch that they sell that's Simpsons related. And I don't even understand how they get away with that. Like how does well, now that Disney owns it or anyone, like how do I don't know, how do they do that? Because they're all on that, like, you know, the Public Tee and like Redbubble or whatever, those sites where you can make your own shirts.
Yeah.
With the design and they make it and send it over. But like there has to be copyright infringement, right? Like if you're putting something,
I bet they only sell so many of any design, so it doesn't register.
Yeah, but even if you go there and look on like the fucking front page, like of those websites, like you'll see, you know, shirts dedicated to everything, and they're all someone else's intellectual property. Like, you know,
maybe they get a cut somehow. Or maybe not. Or like I would imagine also that they're not, you know, they could be caught, but there's so many things out there to see that, you know, a million other revenue streams where people are taking your stuff. You're going to look at all of those before you look at something like this one website that makes maybe 50 shirts of Simpsons or whatever it is, of like a scene from The Simpsons, which a lot of those are really cool, by the way. I was
Well,
going to wanted to buy one.
Aren't usually like direct scenes. They'll be like, I guess because they're using their own creativity, because they'll be like, a lot of shit is like references from the show,
Mm-hmm.
from the shirts that I've seen that they make, that the shirts are based off of that, and they kind of use some of the elements, even like people, or not people, but like drawings from the characters of the show in it, but it's not directly a scene or anything from the show. So maybe it falls under like parody law or something like that.
Oh, good. Yeah. Huh.
Because you're allowed to do that shit with parody, right? Like that's what Weird Al, like, he doesn't need it. They always said he never needed to get anyone's permission to do all those songs he did, but he did it because he's a nice guy. But he never needed.
Oh, I thought he did it because he had to. Because
they said that fucking what's his name,
Coolio was not cool.
Coolio hated it. Yeah, so like, that's why they're.
But he talked shit like at an award show too.
Yeah,
like he talked about it then.
Weird Al's still out here. Where the fuck's Coolio?
Yeah, exactly.
So. What happens when you fucking go after Weird Al, your career goes away.
Yeah. Weird Al's got money.
That's probably has so much money. Like, he's been making music for fucking 40, 50 years.
No kidding.
Like, when did My Bologna come out? Like, in the 80s? It had to, right?
Oh, how about when he did Eat It?
Yeah, that's
like
80s too.
Yeah. That's like, what, mid-80s? Something like that?
Fucking Weird Al. He's the best.
How's my voice sounding from this distance?
It's not too bad.
No?
I can hear
Is it better like this?
I mean, it's a little louder, but it's not that much. Like, I can hear you still. And then you can fuck with the levels later, right?
Yeah, I just don't have a lot of control. I don't have a mixer. I just have I use Audacity, so it's like there's a few things you can do, but as far as I know, like you can mess with the equalizer, but I don't really know how it works.
So what up, dude? What else have you been up to? What else been going on?
Just been
craziness.
It sucks because so since then, that was what, last week or 2 weeks ago. When did I stop working? It feels like over a week ago. So that Thursday was my last day of work. Friday, I got called out because it was raining. And Saturday morning, I called out because I thought I got food poisoning. And Sunday, I was called off again because it was raining and it was just, it wasn't busy at all. People already stopped going out, or were starting to trickle out of their rotations in restaurants and all that. So I haven't, that's what I've been up to.
You guys are shut down, right?
Yeah, totally. I just got my schedule today. I was supposed to work tomorrow at 11, and I just got my schedule update. I'm just off the schedule now. I think they canceled everybody. So.
Well, everyone's gonna get that, or they're saying everyone's gonna get fucking money, right? That's fucking.
Yeah, not for another 2 weeks or something. Bernie's shooting for for $2,000 a month.
Yeah, they're gonna do something like that.
Because he wants to keep it ongoing. Apparently, this the one that's already on the books is just this one time until they have to pass another one, I guess. Which is weird. I'm like, I could use $1,000. That's great. But also, you got to keep that coming until this is over.
Yeah. Okay. So what I saw online when we were talking about it, they were like, the fucking $1 trillion or whatever got accepted by Congress, or they're trying to push it through, whatever. But it said in there that they're giving money to fucking airlines and shit like that, and they're giving like they're not just this is not just for the American people.
Oh, they said they did that for sure.
I mean, it said that that's part of the plan. So it's like, what the fuck? Who like how much money are these other guys getting, dude?
A ton. When they should have also saved for this rainy day, you know. It sucks too though, because like they were saying all the airlines are going to go out of business, right? There's going to be a few left probably, but what does that mean?
Some fucking Arab guy with a bunch of money is going to buy a bunch of planes for super cheap. Watch, dude. There's going to be some
new ones are going to pop up.
Some Saudi prince with like 6,500 jets, like jumbo jets, and he bought for like $1 billion on fucking discount.
If you could buy an airline, like you just could afford to buy an airline, why would you do it?
If you could,
yeah.
So like you're in it, like you have the money to buy an airline, why would you do it? I mean, I guess it's profitable, right? Is it? I mean, there still wouldn't be airlines if they weren't making money.
Yeah, it just the thought of running an airline though sounds so insane. Like you have to be a part of it, right?
I don't think
just
so.
Buy an airline and not do like just like, no, everybody can run their own thing. I just want to own it.
Yeah, I think so. I think you could be the owner and just get someone like get a board and a fucking CEO and
they handle everything.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because like bet like dude like motherfuckers like Warren Buffett owns probably a shit ton of companies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he probably has never set foot into any of those fucking into the buildings ever.
Mm-hmm.
So rich people just get other people to do shit for him, you know.
Apparently, he lives in the same house he bought in like the 60s.
That's what he does. That's what he tells you. But then you go and it's like 40 stories below. There's like a fucking mansion in the core of the earth.
Yeah. It's like a 1,200 square foot house, but it goes down 40 miles.
There's a bunker down there. That's where he's at right now, just chilling.
That's where he's safest. It's like far away from any fault lines or anything like that.
It's in the middle of Iowa, dude. Underground, like Batman, just hanging out.
Yeah, it's in Iowa, right?
I don't know. I thought you said Iowa. That's why I said Iowa.
Oh no, he where is it? It's in Iowa or something like that. Maybe Ohio. Yeah. And it's just that'd be really cool if he had I wouldn't blame him. Like if I had money, I'd build a bunker for sure.
Right.
Just for this.
Who was it? I just
and I'd have a farm.
I don't know how true it is because it's Instagram. Because I didn't really fucking look into it more. But it said that Cristiano Ronaldo bought an island, and him and his family are staying there until the whole thing's over.
Wow. How much is an island?
Dude, I don't know.
Because I think Warren Buffett owns an island too.
Like you could tell me an island costs $1 million or $1 billion, and I would believe both. You know, I have no idea how much a fucking island costs.
Yeah. What if it's only $1 billion?
But I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo has $1 billion. Maybe. I mean, but I think he probably would only have like $1 billion. I don't think he would spend all the money on a singular island.
Yeah. He's like, oh shit, I forgot how to learn how to farm.
It'd be cheaper just to buy like a dope ass fucking like yacht and just fill it up with food.
Oh yeah,
do that, you know.
I'd do what I can to buy a rocket, go into orbit for a little while.
Dude, imagine the people that are up on like the International Space Station right now. Like they're just up there, just like watching the fucking news and the feed, and they're just like, "Oh shit!" Like,
yeah, they're like, "Should we come down?
Be down there when we come back?"
Man, it'd be cool. Like, it'll burn itself out, and then they'll come home, and it'll just be, I don't know, more tranquil. The air is going to be cleaner. Like, whoa, maybe it's easier for them to walk somehow, to learn how to walk again.
Yeah. Coronavirus, it fucks with gravity, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, just all that weight lifted from the earth.
Damn it, Justin. Wait, all the weight lifted from the earth because of so many people dying?
Yeah.
That's dark, dude. I like it.
If we're not laughing, we're crying. Forgot who said that. Just spilled shit.
What, you just spilled your wine, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a drunk mom alert.
Little splash.
Have you ever watched because you got time now, Justin? I'm gonna give you just so many shows to watch.
I'm not gonna watch your NBC shows though.
Which one?
Or whatever. Like any of those like Heroes and shit like that. Like I'm just not into those.
Heroes.
Yeah. Aren't
First
you into
off,
those?
Fuck you. Heroes is a dope ass show. All right. Just the first season.
Is it?
Like the second season is not that good.
Hmm.
And the third season, yeah. But the first season's really good. No, but did you watch Ultra Carbon?
You know what? I tried to, and I kept falling asleep.
Ultra Carbon season 2 came out. That shit was dope.
Was it? Okay, I heard it was bad.
I like season 2.
It made me not want to watch even the first season.
Season 1 was
so
really
easily
good.
swayed.
Season 2, yeah, it wasn't as good as season 1, but it was still good. It's fun. It's a fun fucking universe that they created. It's interesting.
I think it's a really great concept.
Yeah, because
I mean,
like
just in the basics, and in the first season anyway. I don't know anything about the second. I don't know where the story has gone.
They kind of bring in the elder race or that they found the technology from.
Mm-hmm.
They don't bring because they're extinct as of what we know now.
Mm-hmm.
They bring in a lot of elements from these people because they go to a planet that was like the most heavily technology planet that they had, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the planet they found that has the most artifacts, I guess
right.
is the best way to say it. So they're there and they find shit. Pretty cool. It's interesting.
You know what I found?
What?
I have been watching now that I finally have an answer for you. Battlestar Galactica. Sci-Fi has an app on the Fire TV.
Wait, do you have to watch commercials?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Where else are you gonna get it?
It's not on anything else?
No. I looked everywhere. That's how I found out Sci-Fi had an app, because somebody or like some website led me to that. But nobody else has it. Netflix had it in the early days.
I have been thinking about rewatching Battlestar.
It's a long process. I forgot. I forgot how long these episodes are.
How many seasons is it?
7 or 5.
But like the later seasons are shorter, aren't they? Because once
they start wrapping it up, yeah. Remember that they started like tying up loose ends pretty quickly.
Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first started watching Battlestar, I really didn't dig it that much. Like it was one of those things where I watched maybe the first season and a half. It took me like a year and a half to watch it. Like I would watch it periodically, but then like somewhere in season 2, I just then I watched the rest of it in like a month and a half. You know?
Yeah.
So
it just took a minute.
I want to go back over those shows that I kind of disregarded, I guess, the first time I watched it, the episodes in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot, dude.
Yeah, because I think that's how I was with Sons of Anarchy. I started it, and I wasn't really into it. But then I watched it again, and then I watched it again. Like I watched it like 3 times in a row. Not in a row, 3 times total.
All of Sons of Anarchy 3 times?
Yeah, probably 3 times. At least 2.
Dude.
Yeah. It was really good. And then I wanted to keep going back because
you really want to be a biker, don't you?
Oh yeah, totally.
You just want to go run drugs and kill people deep in your soul. Have you watched the fucking the Mayan show?
No, but this dude at my restaurant, he left a red bandana on his table. And he started walking out, and I was like, "Oh, hey, dude, you forgot this." And he's like, "Oh, thank you, man." He points to the woman he was with. He's like, "She just got me this. This is from the Mayans TV show." And I was like, "Oh, no shit." He's like, "Yeah, have you seen it?" It's like, "No, no, no, but I was a big Suns fan." And he's like, "No, check it out." So I'm eventually going to check it out. Is my point.
It's cool. I never actually, that's another thing. I watched like half of the first season. It was all right.
It has the same dude, right? The same president?
What do you mean?
The same actor?
Oh, from
that
the
guy's
Mayans?
name.
No, so this show is based on the Southern Mayans. So that guy who's the actor, who's the head of the Mayans, is the head of like the Northern Mayans. That's why he was always fucking with the Northern Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, because they were near Stockton, right?
Yeah, they were up there, up in the middle. So these people, or this Mayans group, is all in like, I think like San Diego County or some shit like that.
Okay.
Oh no, it is San Diego County because they're right by the border.
Oh, cool.
So there's a lot of stuff going on between them and the cartels and shit like that.
Yeah. Interesting.
So yeah, it looks like it could be good, but I don't know.
Well, I always thought the that arc with Danny Trejo as he was like a CIA spy, right? And he was a cartel leader of some kind. You remember that in Sons?
No, but I mean that makes sense. You know what
Oh
show
yeah.
you know what show you should watch? It has a lot to do with that shit. Fucking Snowfall, dude. It's on FX.
What is it? Oh, Snowfall.
Yeah.
What is that about?
It's
Is that?
basically fucking Freeway Rick Ross's story, but they couldn't get the rights, so they just made up their own story. But it's all
no
about
shit.
like the crack epidemic in LA.
Oh, I'd
And
love to see that.
the main character meets someone who we find out. I mean, no spoilers because they show you in the show that where he's getting the drugs from, but the kid doesn't find out till several seasons later. But
Yeah.
the drugs from the CIA who are giving the money to the fucking
The dealers.
Some people no, like some revolutionaries down in like
That was the Sandinistas.
yeah. Where's that at?
Nicaragua, I think.
Nicaragua. See, I heard of that place. I don't know anywhere where it's at though.
Central America.
Well, obviously, Justin, I know that much.
It's not that long a stretch.
But like, is it like at the is it like in that clusterfuck of like 45 fucking countries right there in the middle?
Yeah, you've got Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Panama, and that. Yeah, I think that clusterfuck you're talking about. I think there's like two small ones in there or something like that. Oh, Costa Rica. Yeah, that's another one. Right next to Guatemala, on the border.
And you got all those Argentinian Nazis down there. That's another show I've been watching. Hunters. Have you seen that shit?
No, what's that about? The Nazi hunters? Oh, damn. I love those stories.
It's not as good as
they stop at nothing.
Like I liked it. I give it like a C.
Oh, really?
Like I was really excited for it. It's good, and it seems like they could take it a lot of places, but like, yeah, it wasn't as great. Like when I heard about the show, I was like, "Fucking Nazi hunters!" It's Nazi hunters in the 70s.
Cool.
So it was cool, but like, I don't know. The story kind of.
That's the Munich story too, right? Or was that in the 60s?
I think Munich was in the 70s, but they're not. This isn't related to that. It's like this woman sees the guy who used to run her this Holocaust survivor sees a guy who used to run her fucking concentration camp in New York, and then like
oh shit,
her and like another guy who was in her concentration camp with him put together a group, and they go and they try to get that guy, and they find out that there's more Nazis and.
Damn,
It
cool.
goes into a lot of the whole Operation fucking paperclip and all that shit.
Mm.
So they just start talking. They go down to NASA and they find Nazis down there, and they go all over the place. Either they go to Washington and they find Nazis.
I keep hearing on, like, Rogan keeps talking about it for whatever reason. He keeps bringing it up, or it keeps coming up, that Werner von Braun, if he were alive today, would have been prosecuted eventually.
Yeah, that's like their great white shark that they never got to get. Like in the store in the show, he's already dead. But like he's the big one that they always wish that they could have got.
Yeah.
He's the one that got away.
Yeah. The white whale.
But it's all right. I guess look at Al Pacino's in it.
Al Pacino.
But he's like, okay. So his fucking accent is just too much for me. Like,
they got a Howard Johnson down there.
No, it's like the most stereotypical old Jewish man accent you can fucking think of. Like 100%. But then I was like, okay, but he
like
is
Mork.
he is supposed to be playing like a fucking New York Jewish guy who is an immigrant who came to the country, and like that's where that stereotype came from. But I don't know, dude. It's just a little, I don't know.
Well,
Like,
too
you
much,
know, like,
little
like Billy, like
too
you've heard,
cartoony.
like Billy Crystal's fucking like old Jewish guy voice, you know, like that he does in like
How he
Princess
already
Bride.
talks. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like that, but like I don't know. So that's like the main thing. I was like, this is so fucking weird.
Hey, hold on. Let me turn on these lights.
Oh, shit. Oh man, it's like Christmas in there, dude.
That made no difference.
It's like Christmas, dude. Look at it. I can see it in the background. It's on the TV.
Yeah. Maybe it added just a little bit of light.
I had to fucking buy a lamp to fucking.
Oh, I like those flat ones. How do you like it?
It's cool. It wasn't too much. It was like fucking $20 on Amazon.
Yeah, I saw a few of them. I saw a few like different designs because I got this one of those multicolored lights that like DJs have, like home DJs. And it's really nice. I didn't realize I would be into that, and I have it on in here at night, and it just kind of adds a little bit to the room.
Like you're just in there by yourself with the fucking light, just like dancing. The
No. Like I've done a few podcasts with the lights on.
Whatever, dude. You just try to set the mood.
It does get dark. It bugged me too because I was like, "Oh shit, this looks like those early Joe Rogan, like the early studio when they just had like a blue light in the background and like kind of a light on him and Red Band. So it kind of looks like that now. I don't have cameras up, obviously, but it looks like that. And I was like, I don't want to look like I'm copying somebody. This is just how it turned out.
You should put a green screen behind you and then just make it look like you're in outer space.
I do have a green screen.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
For I have photography? I have like it came with a lighting kit that I got. So I have a red. I have a white, a black, and a green. So I could put it up. Yeah. I don't know how to do that. So I'm talking on my laptop right now, and it's too old to get the update for like putting backgrounds on here, because apparently you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine doesn't. Mine just said you could do like.
You can probably change yours right now.
Let me see. Hold on.
Where did I see it before?
Video settings. Choose virtual background.
Oh yeah. So you've got it.
Let's see. It's saying I have a green screen. No, I don't. So I can't do anything.
Oh, you need a green screen?
It's saying.
I thought it was like
Maybe, let's see if I
because
can
I've
add
seen
one.
it and it looks like it's just
Add an image.
what is it? Facebook does it or Snapchat does it? I can't remember. That lets you put a green screen and it's terrible. Like you keep going, like you don't mesh with it well. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
computer.
know. It's not doing anything. Maybe if I talk amongst yourselves, I'm gonna try something real fast.
Oh, there we go. Click I have a green screen at the bottom and then pick a virtual background.
But what if you don't have a green screen? Is it gonna like fuck up?
It's going to take the darkest colors, the flattest colors, and put it there. So for me, since I have a shadow on one side, yeah.
All right, let me try that.
Let's see. Mirror my video. Oh, that's so cool.
All right, and then
I wonder if I can add my own. Yes, I can.
I can do this though.
You see that arrow? I can't see what you're doing. It won't let me get beyond this screen.
Am I upside down? What's up, son?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like your green screen thing, dude. It's freaking me out.
It's freaking you out?
Yeah. You look like, what's that fucking music video when the guy gets sucked into the fucking, into the milk carton or whatever?
Into the milk carton? Oh, shit, that's creepy. You see that? It's taking all the dark and putting this image. So how do I flip that?
On your picture, it said rotate 90 degrees.
No, how do I flip the where the image is going to where my face is going? Because you see I'm just mixed into it.
No, I'm not looking at you right now, actually. Oh! That's dope.
It's really cool. Huh? So it takes the darkest areas and that's the green screen, so it fills it up. My background is just it's a gradient. I see that. Okay. Manually pick the color of the background if the detected color is not accurate. No. Interesting. So what does yours look like?
I don't have any pictures on this computer, so I can't put anything for the background.
Oh, I'm going to go with this for a little while. This is pretty cool. Is this freaking you out?
It's kind of weird. But
yeah, it should be the other way around. I should probably have like a...
Do you?
I should put that green screen up eventually. I will do that. That'd be pretty cool for like monologues and stuff. Just show you where I've recently been and put it in the background. Like if I take a hike and want to talk about the hike or something.
Take a hike, bro.
That is so cool. This is way better than Skype. And Skype video isn't working on my laptop for some reason. I think it's not updating. I don't know what's going on.
All right, let's see if this works.
Downloaded an image from the internet.
Yeah.
You already did?
I am. I just did.
Oh.
So, I can add a video as well, but I'm not.
Oh, the video would be cool.
Like a GIF.
Hold on a sec.
Where'd that fucking picture go?
Sorry. So I told you my girlfriend Jeanette is a huge Simpsons fan too, right? She sends me videos and gifts all the time. So I just had to see what this one was.
What's the Simpsons, dude? I never heard of it.
I think I told you I hate it.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, I really don't. I just never watched.
You do. You really do. And it really hurts my feelings.
What if it did?
With what? If it really hurt my feelings?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I would be weirded out by that. Because you don't like Radiohead, right? That doesn't bother me.
I mean, I don't dislike Radiohead, though. You just said you hate The Simpsons.
Well, that's what our show was called.
Well, I guess that's true. All right, I'm done trying to fuck with this thing because I can't figure it out. Because I'm
What
too
happened?
stupid.
You downloaded the image from the internet, right?
Yeah, it's not on here. So, like, fuck the internet, bro.
Is it a JPEG or does it look like it's PNG or something? Or
It said
maybe
it was
it's
a JPEG, and it said that it's saved to my desktop, but I can't find it on here when I'm trying to put it on. And I can see it on my desktop, but I can't see it when I'm trying to access it through.
Can you drag and drop?
So no, it won't let me drag and drop. So let's try it again. JPEG. No. Well, it's looking for all picture files, but I can't find it. Yeah, whatever. It's all your fault, Justin. You ruined the internet for me. Thanks a lot.
Whoa.
All right. Well,
I'm not. Well, that sucks.
I don't need to be fucking a weirdo like you, looking like you're the mountains and shit. You're not the mountains, bro. I've seen the mountains. They're way cooler than you.
I'll switch it. There we go. Back to normal.
I know that guy. He used to be a mountain.
Now he's just a goat. No? All right.
We're not doing that, Justin. That's not happening. Dude, you know what was funny? Is that like everyone's fucking gone in this whole fucking building except my neighbor.
Really? You're right next to each other?
And like,
how funny.
And like we share a wall. And him and his girlfriend will be like fucking so fucking loud, like at 4 a.m, dude.
Damn.
And it like wakes me up. And I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Does he know you're there?
I mean, he has to because I'm
he's there.
Like,
why not? Yeah.
I'm watching TV, I'll laugh and shit like that. Like, but even right now, I'm probably you notice I kind of put my voice lower because
I don't know. You kind of didn't.
Oh, really?
Just barely, for like a minute. Yeah. I wonder if he heard it. That'd be great. Hey, let me get another light. Hold on a sec. I just want to see how it's gonna look.
All right. All right. So you guys want to hear a joke? It's really funny. Okay, so it's just You there? Can you hear me? Okay, here. So once there was a classroom full of kids, and a teacher goes up to them. She says, "Hey, today we're going to do some art, and we're going to finish each other's art." So she walks up and she draws a house. See that right there? The little house. And the next kid comes up and he's like, "I'll put a little door in front of the house." Then put a little door in front of the house. Oh, and the next kid came up and he was like, "I'm going to put the sun coming out over the house." And so he put the sun coming out over the house. And there's the sun coming out over the house. And then the last kid came up and he was just like, "I'm going to draw my dad bending over to get fucking the soap in the shower." You get it? You see it? You see it, dude? He's picking up the soap and that's his butthole. You're welcome. Well, actually, I missed a part of it.
What the hell did I just... How much did I miss?
There's supposed to be a dick in there, too. See the dick? So it's like
Is that not the house? Oh.
No, it's like, it was a joke that we used to do in fucking elementary school.
I don't know this one.
Go back and rewatch it. Wait,
Oh,
I
it's gonna
have
come
fucking
in.
MS Paint on my
Come on.
computer now, so now I can just show you it on
Is
MS
that still a
Paint.
thing?
I don't know.
Damn.
Did I saw that?
That's pretty cool.
I haven't had a Microsoft computer in probably ever. I've always had fucking Macs. So I have no idea if this has MS Paint still.
I haven't had
It's just called Paint now, but it's an app, so I have to download it. Psh, stupid.
I've used Macs for like I got my first one when I was like 18, I think. It's one of the white ones. Like it was like all white plastic. It was their only one. Like they didn't have options yet. You could you could do colors. No, that was a different thing.
Colors, 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 colors. All right, you ready for this, Justin?
Oh, I'm watching.
All right. Actually, I've never used. How do I do with the fucking? All right. So the teacher comes in and she says, "We're going to do art. We're going to do an art project. We're going to finish. Everyone's going to draw something, and then everyone's going to finish it off." And she's like, "This is a house." And the kid's like, "Oh, cool house, blah blah blah." And the next kid comes up and he said, "There's a door in the house." I can't draw with my fucking mouse, dude. And
Yeah,
the
it's
next kid
different.
says, blah, blah, blah. Here's some snow on the roof. That's supposed to be a dick. And then the asshole. I'm not going to go. If I had something I can draw on this better with.
You went through the trouble of finding and then opening MS Paint.
You're right. Let's just do this right if we're going to do it, right?
you got this, John.
All right. So there's the house. Actually, my computer's fucking touch screen.
Seriously?
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh, that's way better.
That. And then, no. My fingers are too fat. Shut up, Justin. This is why you made me do a second one, huh? You knew this was going to happen. You diabolical motherfucker.
If only you had like a...
I'm done with that shit.
So how are you watching this, by the way? What's your like video setting?
I have you on the bigger screen.
Oh, okay. I've got the panel, and it's you on the left and me on the right, and whoever's talking, their window gets highlighted in yellow.
Oh, dude!
Does that mean during playback it'll switch one or the other?
I don't know, but
because that'd be really cool.
When I'm doing it for class, it's the same. I'll put it in the gallery mode, and it's kind of cool because you can see who's talking from the fucking each little thing.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be a lot more difficult, dude. It was kind of like a smooth fucking transition, like especially for my classes because like they're mostly discussion. They're like
so just turn on your camera.
They're like seminar classes more, or they're like I've been jokingly calling them fucking book clubs. Because it's literally we'll like read these two books or read this book, and then you come in and let's talk about this book for 3 hours. Like that's pretty much what's going on. So it's not that bad.
Oh, good.
On this thing, like because we were already talking like one person at a time. Like so, it's a little harder because it's like you're trying to raise your hand and it's fucking on the screen, but it's not too bad.
Right.
I'm like.
Too bad you don't have like a bell that you can hit and tells the teacher which panel said it.
It's kind of funny that I've heard literally from both my professors and my mom, all 3 educators, not jokingly, but kind of saying that they're afraid that this might just stop schools.
Why? Because they'll realize how much easier it is to do it online.
Like maybe not lower division schools because you fucking still need to have someone to watch the kids and shit like that. But like
no, colleges for sure.
Colleges.
Why have a building?
Like high schools and shit like that. It's like
Or you can
Like,
free up the
look where I'm at
space of the
right now.
campus for specialized.
Like, I'm right,
for
yeah, for like labs and shit like that, it's a little
Yeah.
hard. You can't do shit like that. But like, dude, right now I'm in the middle. It's 1 square mile in the middle of fucking San Jose. This
Mhm.
fucking school, and like, you know how much Google would pay for this fucking this
Yeah.
square mile? You know which fucking whatever would
It's
pay for
it's
this
already
square
built.
mile?
Yeah.
Like, they could sell this shit for so much money.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's going to stop the state from doing it? All we need is some fucking crazy Republican to be our governor. Bam. Which won't happen. We'll never get a Republican governor again. Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking, way back for all Republicans.
Everyone's like, actually, can we go back to Jerry Brown, the guy from like 30 years before?
Governor Boone. Apparently, like, he like was dating like a pretty famous woman while he was governor.
Really?
Yeah, like some like famous singer or actress or something like that.
Huh.
I forgot. We were talking about my class. I already forgot who it was. Someone I didn't know. So it wasn't like it was like, oh, he was with Farrah Fawcett or some shit like that. That's just the hottest person I can think of from the 70s.
Who else? Yeah, Farrah Fawcett, Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore,
Right? She's old enough.
the redhead from Boogie Nights.
Was she in Boogie Nights? I never saw Boogie Nights. I know her from some like shoot 'em up movie, and then
You've never seen Boogie Nights?
no, I've never seen Boogie Nights. I saw her in Benny and June with Johnny Depp, Aidan Quinn.
You've seen Benny and June, but you haven't seen fucking Boogie Nights? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
You know me.
You need a
Gotta
lot
watch
of bad
movies.
life decisions.
Life decisions.
Yeah. You know how different my life would have been if I never saw Mark Wahlberg's fucking 19-inch prosthetic penis when I was, 11 years old? I don't want to know what my life would be like without that.
Is that something you needed for your current
I don't
development?
know, but I got it, and I'm pretty happy where I'm at now. So,
yeah, you can say that about a lot of things.
it's
You can say that about everything. By that logic, there's technically nothing ever wrong.
Exactly. Oh, dude. Back to more shows that Justin should be watching. FX has a show right now called Devs. And
Devs?
yeah, it's about a tech company. And I'm assuming it's present day. It doesn't seem like it's the future. But it's a tech company that is working on some sort of virtual AI that simulates all of history.
Interesting.
So they create a simulation in the show that's so accurate that they're able to watch perfectly events that happen in our fucking world in present time.
Just based on the accounts that they have, they just program
just based
it
on So like their coding and their whatever is so perfect that like in the first episode they see like Jesus on the cross and they're just like, oh my gosh, and he's like speaking and blah blah blah. So like that's like, but it's kind of an espionage show. I don't know, it's weird, but it's a dude that did Ex Machina. The guy who wrote and directed Ex Machina. Alexander Garfield? Something? I don't know.
No, I think that was a president.
He also wrote the book The Beach. You ever read that? Or saw the movie with
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he wrote the movie as well, but he wrote the book originally.
Cool. No, I haven't actually. I know what you're talking about that.
You never seen the movie?
No. It was always popping up on Netflix too. I always wanted to. I just never got around to it.
The book is really good. He goes a lot crazier in the book, but in the movie it's kind of fun. But yeah, it's all about like a secret island a secret hippie commune on an island.
That's pretty interesting. Are they nuts? Are they murderers?
They're not nuts, but the Leonardo DiCaprio's character goes nuts.
Oh, in what way?
He gets kicked out of the commune, so he's kind of just like out there going crazy. And the rest of the island, it's like it's one of those like I think it's in Indonesia. I think it's supposed to be, but it's like an island that it's supposed to be like a nature preserve, so no one's supposed to be there.
Uh-huh.
So the way that they all get there is they go to an island that's like a half kilometer away or something like that, and they all have to swim there from the other island. That's how all the fucking people get there,
Mm-hmm.
except for the other residents of the island, which are drug dealers. They're growing fucking drugs. They're all growing weed out there. But
Yeah,
I guess big business in Indonesia.
Did I tell you
It's
when
a cool movie.
I went to Hawaii when I was like 17, I think, around 17, and we were on Kauai, and it was just like kind of sparsely populated. There were little pockets of like things to do and whatnot, from what I saw at the time.
Can I stop you
And
for a second?
yeah,
I am not too familiar with Hawaii. So is Kauai like a popular island, or is it like a smaller island? Is it?
yeah, it's like a smaller island and like more isolated.
So it's not like where Honolulu or fucking Maui or any of those big ass fucking like tourist attract places are. It's like more
It's one of them, but like the big ones, yeah, like Maui's the one, and then Honolulu. Honolulu's like just like a city though, like it's a big
capital.
city. Yeah, it's a big ass city. Well, it's not like what's a small city? Damn, I blanked out at the wrong time. How about this light, huh? How does it look on your end?
I haven't noticed a difference.
No, not that blue light on my side.
Well, I guess a little bit, yeah.
Right now it's blue. It's gonna turn like red. Yeah, indigo.
Indigo.
It's going through the rainbow. So, can you see it? Can you tell?
I can tell, yes.
Okay. Now you can see. Yeah, look at that.
Looks like you're in the back room of a strip club. Good job.
Oh, it kind of does. Looks like I'm in the office of someplace. They told me to wait here.
Yeah. This guy's been giving fake $20 bills to all the strippers. Taking them back.
Oh, I got she must have been a stripper. I don't know, a few weeks before we shut down, I got this couple that came in. Girl had like really long fake fingernails, like really, really long. And she had really exaggerated makeup on.
Like so long that you're like, how does she do anything with those long ass fingernails?
Yeah, as in like she had trouble pulling out cash for the bill.
That's ridiculous.
And I'm like, why are you like what can be gained right now? Like you're just inhibiting yourself in everyday life.
Do it for beauty, man.
Yeah. Well, so
Scratch motherfuckers' eyes.
she and her guy were there, and they racked up like it was like $47 or something like that. And they tipped I don't know, it came out to like they just like dropped $60. And I was like, okay, cool, $60. She was like, is cash okay? I was like, yeah, that's fine. She pays $60 in singles.
Nice.
Not a five in there. Like it was all singles.
Dude, you probably got fucking chlamydia from those singles, dude.
Yeah, I was like, this is $60 in singles. What? No, it was like $57, almost $60, $57 in singles. And I told the story like soon after to another table. Somehow this subject came up, and I was like, hey, funny story. What just happened to me earlier? And he just gave me the widest look, like, oh my God, it was a stripper.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never happened before. I don't know. I haven't been in the system that long. It's been like 3 years in this industry.
And like, did you get any like
Not much.
like herpes on your lip or anything like that?
No. Luckily.
Just wake up the next morning with a big ass cold sore.
Oh my God. I just had to lick that money with my finger just to count it all. Did you see that video? That woman.
Yeah, would you like tell you not touching the other face or wash your hands and everything, like licking your
Yeah, it's like you just put your hand in your mouth. What the fuck?
dude?
That's ridiculous. But like it like I cut her a lot of slack. I think people should, because it's like you don't realize how much you actually touch your face.
Dude, tell me about it.
Like it's just such an unconscious motion.
So I've been washing my hands a lot more, like just at home in the house. Like after I'll get home, I'll wash my hands, but I'll keep washing them because like I'll start touching my face. Like, fuck, why the fuck did I touch my face?
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah. I'm like,
just like I'll take off my glasses and I'll like rub my eyes real quick. I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Stop that. But who knows, man? We're all gonna die. R.I.P.
I don't know, man. I saw a run on gun stores too, and I was like, smart. And I don't like to think that way. So it bothered me to think like, okay, those people are that's a reasonable thing to do right now. I think it's a little much for like everybody to go, but I can understand why anybody would buy, like any single person would buy a gun right
Justin,
now.
the only thing that is keeping society at bay right now is the fact that we all have internet. I wasn't joking earlier when I said the internet going down. We're all going to start. Everyone's going to go nuts.
Yeah,
it's like, and they're saying that the internet's like overcapacitated right now. Is that a word? Probably not. But
well, Netflix was cutting quality to Europe, to like all of Europe. They're like, we're taking it back down to what, 240? What's the lowest
they don't
one?
Have like high speed infrastructure yet, or is that just because?
No, they're just trying to save
just
bandwidth.
As many people here. Oh, is it because it's smaller? It's more condensed. Like Europe is more condensed than the U.S. Because you would think.
I'm sure Europe has way more people, but like, or a lot more people, but maybe not much more people. We're what, 330 million here? I don't know. What's the population of Europe? Either way, they cut quality down like by half at least, just to save bandwidth, because now everybody at all times is going to be on Netflix.
Damn, dude! All those dudes with fucking Blu-ray collections that were like, everyone's talking shit to them, like, oh man, no one cares about Blu-ray no more. Everything's streaming. Like, what now, bro? All this fucking high quality video. I wish I had a Blu-ray right now, dude. I'd be watching the shit out of it. No,
I would.
Any
I think I had a
Blu-ray
player.
I don't even think I have a DVD anymore. All that shit's gone.
I have a couple of DVDs, just a few like favorites, and then a few that I just acquired. I have Prometheus on DVD.
Really?
Yeah.
On DVD or on Blu-ray?
On DVD.
Damn.
Yeah, DVD. Yeah, so I used to watch it every now and then. And I was always sure to like have a means of watching it, because like new computers like don't have disk drives anymore. So I got one just in case, and like I just might buy one.
New computers have disk drive.
Yours doesn't? What do you have?
A Lenovo.
Is it like you said it was moderate, right? It was okay.
I got it from Costco.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, yeah, I mean, it was like $600 and taxes and shit like that. I think, got bumped up and shit like that. I think everything together was like $750 or something like that. But the specs, like because I was going to get a fucking MacBook, but the specs for this computer are way better than a fucking MacBook.
Oh, good.
When I was looking at everything, for the cheapest one, and the cheapest one was like $1,200, $1,100 or something like that. So I was like, yeah, might as well. And this is an older version. I think this is like a little bit older, because there's a version that's just like this one, but it's like a generation 6 or something. I don't know, whatever. Mm-hmm. But this one's like, the new version of this one costs like $1,200. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was higher than the specs were better than a brand new MacBook but it's not even the best I could have got. You know, like for what I need it for, it's good.
Yeah. I've been thinking about switching because I want a really good like tablet with a stylus. Like I'm down just for that system now. If
like
that's
those Surfaces, I heard those Surfaces are pretty dope.
yeah, that's the one, right? They have like square edges, right? Square corners.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks so cool. It looks so, I don't know, futuristic. I'm all about that. Like if that's a reasonable price, I'll totally get it.
Do it, dude. Just go buy one. Or wait till everyone's looting.
Yeah. Just wait for the wait for it to really collapse.
That's bullshit because like
Kind of far from
if they
Best
really
Buy.
were stolen, if you really went and stole some electronics, like they can find that, right? Like it's not like fucking. Like,
If all of them are stolen, though, it's like you're not.
Yeah, but like as soon as you turn it on, like they can trace all those fucking stolen computers easily as soon as you put it connects to the internet.
Yeah, but how are they going to retrieve them? Like if everybody stole, like if their entire inventory of computers, trackable, traceable computers was stolen, like they're not going to be able to get to all of them. They might not even be able to get to a few of them. That means they'd have to like
self-destructs on all of them.
Oh, what if they could? I might do that if I was controlling the manufacturing.
There has to be a way that they can just like brick everything, right? Like a back door that all computers have. They could just like easily brick them all if they wanted to.
Yeah, I don't see why wouldn't they like have a back door to just do that. If Apple for some reason went under, they'd just be like, okay, fuck it. Boom, everyone's going with us.
Yeah, we're losing our stock, so all your computers don't work anymore.
Yeah, they had that program that slowed down the batteries. Remember that? They just like the settlement just came out. I forgot how much money they had to pay in settlements to everybody who had to buy a new phone.
I wonder if I can get some money. Get some of that Apple money.
Crazy.
Well, yeah, man. I don't know. We're all gonna die.
I think we're gonna be okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. If not, I'm really upset that I didn't buy a gun when I had the chance.
All the guns are gonna break though.
Even those have like self-destruct things.
Have you seen what movie was I watching where they like the gun didn't work? They have like fingerprint guns now, don't they? Or the gun won't
Oh
work.
yeah. Those are not common though. Like they've got it like the way you hold a gun, your thumb, where your thumb rests, it reads it, something like that.
Have you seen that? Okay, have you seen that fucking video on his Twitter that's been going around with like 400 tanks going down San Diego Street?
No.
I think it's fake because it's only one video that keeps getting reposted. And you think if that was fucking happening, there would be a shit ton of videos of that happening.
There would be at least 2.
Yeah. But
there would really be at least, I don't know, 50.
It's still weird.
Yeah. I did not see it. But I remember them always posting shit like that. The conservatives. The don't tread on me people. They'd always post videos. Do you remember on Alex Jones, back when Alex Jones was still like it wasn't dangerous. It was just kind of conspiracy talk where they saw all the coffins or like those plastic coffins that were stacked up at some.
Oh, the death camps?
Yeah, at the death camp. They're like, why do they need so many? And I'm like, it's because if that many people die, we need to be able to bury them quickly so they don't infect the rest of the world.
Yeah, dude, what are they doing
like right they now? Need to prepare.
What are they doing right now, like in fucking Italy, dude?
Okay, so
they said 700 people died yesterday. Or no, not 700. It was
700 something. Yeah.
So
right now it's at a high number. I forgot what it was. Let me see if I could find it. I just saw it just before we got on this call. Italy's number is like not 3,000, something like that.
Yeah, but if it was 700 yesterday, like what do you do with 700 bodies in one day? Like how the fuck? What are they doing right now? Is there,
Total number now is 4,825 deaths. That's a lot, right? Like that's
I mean,
how many people die
yes.
from the flu at this point in the flu season?
Oh, dude, like
Is it more than 4,800? Because
yeah,
if it
like
is, then I'm
40,000 people die from the flu every year, dude.
oh yeah, but like in this amount of time, I mean,
Oh,
like
I don't know.
at like what are the flu deaths at by now? You know what I mean? So yeah, 793. That's nuts.
So are they doing like fucking just mass graves right now, or what the fuck are they doing, dude? Like, how contagious are those bodies after they're dead? Like, is there still shit? Like, could they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Are they quarantining the bodies? Are they doing? That's
they
weird.
must be. That's just what you got to do, right? Or burning them.
Dang.
It's not that bad, right? Like it's probably not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I was
Shouldn't it be
watching
that
Outbreak. They were burning bodies. I just watched it the other day for the occasion, and I was like, "Oh shit!" They were like just mass cremating bodies because that was a fucked up disease. The one that people were getting, they were bleeding out of their eyes and coughing to death. Ugh, that one was scary. That one in Contagion. Did you see that one?
I
With
don't watch
Matt
those types of movies, dude.
Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow. it was good. I was watching one of those videos of like we asked a real so and so what this movie, how accurate this movie was, and there was like a epidemiologist talking about Contagion, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is right, this is right, this is wrong. They wouldn't do that way," and like it was really cool.
Interesting.
Made me think because those movies, like those are just like the pandemics we worry about, right? Like they're the scary ones where people just die in the street and you can see it, and they and they're violent deaths too, or very painful deaths. But now it's like, yeah, I'm sure they're painful deaths, but it's not sweeping the nation, and people aren't, their heads aren't exploding in their
Yeah,
cars,
until it fucking mutates.
yeah, till it becomes something else. Damn.
This whole thing is turned. It's getting real bummer. I'll miss you, Justin, when you die. It's gonna be real sad.
So I'll miss you too.
I'm dying.
You say you're not dying, but
ain't no virus killing me.
you'll take every precaution. Did you see that O.J. Simpson said he would go crazy if all the golf courses closed?
I saw that meme or the response to the guy. Someone, how crazy we talking? Did you see that?
Somebody asked, how crazy we talking?
Yeah. That was one of the responses at the bottom. But fuck, dude, OJ was in prison for like 9 years. You're telling me that this guy can't fucking chill for 2 weeks, like at home? Like he was in prison before.
Yeah, he just got on Twitter. Like he could figure his way through this. I've been talking to friends who work remotely anyway, and they're like, the only difference is I can't go anywhere, but like I'm at home. Like I can do this all day.
That's what I was thinking when it first started. I was like, you know what? I usually kind of just chill at my house, at my place, no matter what. I don't really do too much stuff. But like the fact that you can't do anything, really, that's the part that's like,
yeah.
It's different when you're like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm just going to chill, hang in tonight. But when that's the only choice you have, you want to do it. You want to do it.
Yeah, because right now, like I'm missing shows that were scheduled. Some that I was covering, and I was like, oh man, like I would love to be at a show right now. That would be great. I wish I could invite people to this garage right now just to play for a little bit. Just knowing that you can't, it sucks.
That's okay, man. I'll let the world know about Justin Bieber after you're gone. Your legacy won't die with you, bro. I promise. I'll be like, he had the best record collection anyone ever.
I have a decent like Zappa collection and like bossa nova
Frank
collection.
Zappa?
Frank Zappa, yeah. As does everybody.
Dude, I couldn't even name you a Frank Zappa song. I didn't even hear about Frank Zappa until I moved to Rancho.
Oh, really?
Because Kyle would always talk about Frank Zappa being from fucking Rancho, and I was just like, who the fuck is Frank Zappa?
He spent a lot of time in Pomona too, but in the '60s. So, like, nobody has a connection to that anymore.
Yeah. My
Not
mom
like-
wasn't born until like the mid 60s. So if Frank Zappa was doing all that shit before she was born, how the fuck am I supposed to know about it?
Yeah. My mom was born in '64. I think Zappa's, the band that he was in, the Mothers of Invention, I think their first album came out in '62. So my mom was born 2 years later in another country. Like, she had no idea who Frank Zappa was until maybe she moved to Rancho. Maybe she heard some stories about how he had a studio here.
Where is that studio at?
Archibald and Foothill, northwest corner of Archibald and Foothill. You know where like the Claremont Tattoo?
Yeah, by the dairy and shit.
Yeah, so that
Or
building,
by the drive-through dairy.
Yeah, but a little bit below it. The Claremont Tattoo and whatever those other shops are. I think there's a barber or something like that.
A little fucking 3 shops that's right there.
Yeah, that little tiny building.
Yeah. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like right next to it was a building where the studio was. And
so they tore down where the original building was at?
Yeah, they tore it down to widen Archibald in the 50s, I think. And oh no, not in the 50s. What am I thinking? In the late 60s. And so that was torn down, but that building where Claremont Tattoo is, that three shops in a row place is that's been there forever. Which is really cool. Some of those houses too. That church on Church in Archibald. That stone church.
Church in Archibald. Yes.
Yeah.
That's old as fuck.
Old as fuck. He references that church in one of his songs called Cucamonga. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to hear and be like, oh, I know where that is. I grew up.
Bugs Bunny also fucking references Cucamonga, so
it's true.
Him the respect he needs, okay?
Oh, he gets the respect he deserves.
I feel like Bugs Bunny did way more for Cucamonga than Frank Zappa ever did.
Probably. I think Frank Zappa fans are like a niche group. Bugs Bunny, everybody loves Bugs Bunny.
I never said I love Bugs Bunny.
You love Bugs Bunny. And you love, maybe, I don't know. I do. Marvin the Martian. Did you like Marvin the Martian?
I do like Marvin the Martian.
Those were always great.
I like that fucking, remember, I don't even know what season it started, because I don't really know seasons from that show, but
they didn't do it that way back then.
No, the Flintstones, the little alien that used to come and fucking and talk shit to fucking Fred.
Oh, what was it? What was it called?
Babu or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Something weird.
What a cool concept.
But it was like, because no one else could see it, right? From what I remember, like he's the only one that. So was he just going crazy? But like, how great is Fred's imagination if he can imagine an alien from a different world? You know?
Not at all. It had to be real because he was a caveman. He was dumb, like by definition. Even though they used animals to like, yeah, they were. I was just thinking they had that the dinosaur shower, like that long neck shower.
When I was a kid, we went to the where they filmed the Flintstones, the John Candy one. Not John Candy, John Goodman.
Where was it?
You know, you'll probably know this from fucking Star Trek. Right there in Vasquez Rocks, outside.
Oh yeah.
By Six Flags. That's where they filmed it. That's
Yeah.
where they built the whole fucking like the little street where they lived on and everything.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't. I remember watching the movie, but I think I was too young to get it. I didn't like it though. I wasn't a huge Flintstones fan anyway.
Really?
Like I watched it all the time because it was on, and I'd watch it with the Jetsons and
Yeah, because when
Woody Woodpecker was on for a little while.
When Cartoon Network started, that's all they had was all that fucking Hanna-Barbera bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't have anything else. They just played the shit out of that. I remember every time I go to my grandma's house, I'd watch fucking Cartoon Network and I'd fucking watch that, like hours of it. And then they play Flintstones still Saturday mornings, I feel like, when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's when I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now no one even knows about that shit, dude.
Watching old Jeanette's been sending me Mickey Mouse cartoons from back in the day. Ooh.
Like super racist ones.
Oh, they are like, I was like, they're not even hiding it. Like it's not even like it's not even funny. Like
Dude.
it doesn't even look like it was meant to be a joke. Like they were just doing it. They were just representing what their lives actually were like. And it was these people putting on blackface and or these mice putting on blackface. And I'm just like, are you serious? It's from the 30s and like no justification. I'm just saying like, we've come a long way. Like that is entirely unacceptable at this point. Fortunately, but those were hard to watch.
Yeah, dude. Well, Disney's an asshole. Everyone wants to talk about
Anti-Semitic, at least.
Like I have a buddy who he's one of those motherfuckers that's just like all about Disneyland.
Oh, he's got the annual pass, like 10 stickers on the back of his car.
Dude, like
for every year he's been there.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Like goes all the time, like everything. But he always calls Walt Disney fucking Uncle Walt. And I'm just like, bro.
Uncle Walt.
He always said that. I'm just like, dude, you're Mexican, bro. He never wanted you in that fucking place ever. He like if it was up to him, you would
not
never
unless you were
be able
scrubbing
to
something.
You were not even that. They didn't even hire Mexicans when that fucking place first started, dude.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like on any level? Damn.
So like
he was all about it.
He like so. I don't know why you're giving that guy so much praise. Like,
I'm not giving him praise.
No, not you, him, my friend.
Oh, your friend. I was like, I'm not giving him praise. I'm just saying what it is.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know why people fucking glorify that guy. Like, yeah, he made something cool, but like the beginning of it was really fucking fucked up. Why isn't anyone trying to cancel fucking Walt Disney?
Because everyone's got a connection to it now.
Like people want to cancel like all these old people. They're like, or people who are long dead. They were saying they wanted to change the name of fucking John Wayne Airport because John Wayne was like
he was a racist,
racist asshole. And there was like a 3 years ago, at baseball games. I know I'm going to say this because you don't really watch sports, Justin.
You know this about me for sure.
So during after 9/11, they started. Well, since forever, they've always had a 7th inning stretch, and they'll do the fucking take me out to the ball game. But like since 9/11, they started doing fucking America the Beautiful or whatever. They sing that too, and there was like a specific like recording that they used to use at Yankee Stadium of like an old ass recording of it from like the 30s or something like that. And they played it pretty consistently since 9/11 at like a Yankee Stadium. And about 2 years ago, there came out that the chick who fucking wrote that song wrote this like super racist like song like about black people, obviously, but like horrible. Like, but it was the 30s or the 20s, so like it was a hit because that's you could still be famous and still do that back then. Yeah. But like now they're trying to cancel it. And it's like, dude, it's just like.
What was the 30s word for it slapped?
It slapped. You get all the girls a flapping. I don't know. Cancel Walt Disney. That should be the name of this podcast. You gotta spread the word.
No, then they'll write me a check and they'll just be like, "Hey, how about never again say it?" Like, not that anybody would listen to this,
I'll
but
take the
like
payoff.
just in case it's out there
Like
and people
just the
can listen
Disney
to it, so we
algorithm is
will
out there
not
right
even.
now.
Yeah, any
Dis-
any criticism.
Yeah, Disney finds it, dude. They cancel. No, they'll just kill us, bro. They're just gonna send fucking right now. You're gonna see behind me just like some little fucking mouse ears come up, and then right behind me, just someone wearing like a fucking Mouseketeers hat's gonna come fucking strangle me.
Shh, shh.
Uh-huh. M-I-C-K-E-Y. Why? Because you talk shit, bitch.
I mean, like, if you had the power, like, isn't that what that power is for? That's what you have to use it. Otherwise, you don't have the power anymore. You know, that gives you the power to do other things.
Dude, okay. So
you can do good with it, but you also have to do bad.
Last night I watched that movie. So you saw that they're releasing movies now, like VOD, like
yeah,
that were supposed to be in theaters.
Yeah.
So that movie Hunt that was supposed to come out. Or I guess it did come out in theaters. I don't know.
Mm.
But it's called Hunt, and it's about liberals taking a bunch of like Republican trolls and kidnapping them and taking them to a manor out in the middle of nowhere and hunting them. And
oh yeah, I do know what this is.
It's pretty awesome.
It seems pretty cool. What's her name in it? Isn't it? Isn't it like not Busy Phillips? What's her name?
There's a lot of people that's in it.
Who is that?
The biggest thing that's in it is what's her name? Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank.
But she's like, they must have only had her for like a couple of days of shooting because like half the movie, it's just her from the back or her, like they don't show her face. Like that's supposed to be the big reveal at the end that it's Hilary Swank.
Oh.
So sorry, spoilers.
I can watch it and still be surprised. You know, I think that's something, I think that's a trait we all need to learn, is that like you can hear the spoilers but still enjoy the show. You know what I mean?
No, I totally get that because I've read many of books after I watched the movie of something, you know? Like I'll watch a movie based on a book and I'll go back and I'll read the book. And so I already know what's going to happen. I already know most of the spoilers, but you just want like more information, you know? You want to like, how does it get there? How does it happen? Like, is there?
I just want to see I just want to experience every version of a thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's pretty funny. It's funny. It's kind of timely. It's a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
Because the main thing is that this all happens because there's like a fucking a chain text that's going on between these 6 people or a group chat. And they say in there jokingly that they're going to go to the manor and kill some fucking degenerates or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that it was literally just a joke, but then their fucking accounts get hacked and it goes everywhere and people start fucking Pizzagating that shit. And
holy shit.
That it's real. So they do it to the people who fucking like propagated it the most when it came out. Damn. So that's who they pick up, is the people who really ran with this story and fucking, because it ruined all those people's lives. They all got fired from jobs and all this and that. But they're like still super rich like people, so they get them. More spoilers.
I'm cool with it. That sounds interesting. There was Damn, what was it? What was I just thinking of? Clearly, I hit my pen too, because I just lost my thought. It's totally gone.
You gotta ration that, dude.
I know. I just got it though. It was funny. I also just before the lockdown, I ordered just before I stopped getting scheduled. I ordered this wine club. I joined this like wine club, and they send you 4 bottles of wine for like $40, and they're like decent bottles of wine, and they cater it to like they give you a questionnaire and like what flavors do you like, what these and that, whatever do you like, just to cater to your taste. And I signed up for it, and I was like, okay, finally, I'll do this thing. And I got my order. Then the next day, the lockdown happened. They're like, everything's closing down. I was like, oh, okay, so I don't have any more money, or I'm not making any more money. So I need to cancel the service immediately. But I just got my first box. So I've been drinking that. Why did I bring that up?
Because you're drunk? I don't know, bro.
I'm a little stoned for sure. I'm a little stoned.
Is that why you're chewing all fucking loud into that microphone?
Funny, because I thought it'd be low from this distance. Turns out I never had to be that close to this mic. This mic is really good. I could just stay here right like this and talk to people.
Is Amazon still making deliveries and shit?
For essential stuff, I think for food, things like that.
Yeah, but people aren't
diapers, tampons, whatever.
People still buying like are they just canceling orders of like useless shit? Like,
yeah, like I'm sure you can't get a pack of pens anymore. Like it's, that's not worth the risk of delivering like exposing a person to a potential threat.
Well, does Amazon? You don't even sign for Amazon. You just leave it on your door. Same with UPS. You don't know signs for shit.
Well, just the fact that they're out, they risk running into people.
Yeah, that's true.
So for only essentials, food, it's like, okay, you just have to take the risk for food or for diapers or something like that. Toilet paper.
I know, dude.
Was there like a catalyst to that?
What do you mean?
To the whole toilet paper thing? Like, why did everybody run to that? Was there something was there like an article that said it causes diarrhea?
I don't even know, dude.
Because it seemed to have just popped out of nowhere. Like everybody just ran for toilet paper, and I'm like, why? Everybody said why, but nobody stopped buying toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like it was called out immediately, but nobody cared.
I feel like a lot of supplies though. So it was like water too, like bottled waters.
I still see water on the shelves. There's water on the shelves. There's not toilet paper, not paper towels, not pasta. I couldn't find flour. I was like, I'll just buy flour. Nobody wants to cook. Nobody's going to make bread. Apparently people want to make bread now. So
all the time in the world. People
you got 4 hours?
Yeah,
you can make some bread.
Watching some fucking videos and shit online. Finally want to learn how to make bread. Here we go.
That's how I started.
Got this fucking...
I'm making bread tomorrow.
This fucking sourdough yeast that's 500 years old, and we're going to make some bread, dude.
It's going to taste like shit. But this is just to prove that we can do it. Did you ever see that? I think it was like a Spanish... No, maybe it was Greek. Some Greek ship had beer kegs, whatever they called kegs back then, just like these huge vessels of beer. And they were like, they figured out the recipe. What?
Battery just died.
Damn, gotta plug it into the computer.
Oh.
Get your USB thing.
Oh, that's actually another cool thing about this fucking light is it has a USB plug in the back. You plug another thing. You can plug USB stuff into it.
Oh, to charge?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
On the
cool.
base of it.
Yeah, that's one. Okay, then that's definitely one of those that I saw. Would you say you got it for 20
20 something.
used?
No, it's Amazon brand new.
I thought they were older. Or older. I thought they were more expensive.
There's a newer one that's like has like 5 fucking
Colors, right?
colors. No, but I'm saying for like 5 inputs in it. This one just has one in the back. So and that one's like 36, 30, or 40, something like that. So this is like the older version.
Do any of them have like multicolored lights?
I didn't really look at anything like that.
Because the ones that I was looking for the one that I have on now. I ended up just putting it on white, but like I was looking for a bunch of those. And that Amazon light that you're using now, that one kept coming up. But they were more expensive than $20. They were like 40 or 50.
Hold on a second. I'll be back.
Cool. So here we are testing this thing.
Justin is a dork. Oh, sorry. Did you hear that? I thought I said that part underneath my breath.
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, sorry. I meant whale's penis, dude. A dork. Here we go. Way too much stuff on this desk.
You know what? Now I got to pee. So can you chill for a minute?
Yeah, I was thinking about wrapping this up pretty soon though.
Can I just wrap it up now?
You down? Because I knew I got
That's
some
cool.
food.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna make some food. Plus, I want to see how this looks. I want to see how it records it.
Yeah, let me know what's up, dude. Because I'm down to do another session whenever. Like,
Dude, let's do this all the time. Now that we know that it's viable, this sounds great.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you how it sounds, and I'll send it to you before I post it too.
So when I send it, let's just stop it here. All right, guys, see you later. Blah 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 blah. All that good stuff. When I fucking save it and I send it to you.
Oh wait, how do I
have to,
stop
like,
the
put